Today we are building an all-wheel drive K-swap Acura Integra. We bought this car and it was a nightmare. It had a destroyed body, destroyed engine bay, it was falling apart all over.
It's gone. It fell out of the car.
What even is this?
We rebuilt it in just 5 days. We did carbon fiber lip kit, engine work, suspension, advanced racing wheel, and a ton more. It is time to take this car to the next level. We are going to debut at the 2025 SEMA Show with our friends at Idemitsu.
If you're heading to SEMA Show this year, come check out the Integra at the Idemitsu booth in Central Hall, number 23753. Come by the booth on Wednesday at 10 a.m. and Thursday at 2 p.m. to get a free Idemitsu t-shirt and meet the entire throtl team.
We sourced a ton of parts from throtl.com to build this Integra into our dream Integra. Stay tuned to the end of this episode to see just how incredible this transformation turns out. Here's the plan to build our SEMA Integra. Step 1. We send the car off to our boys at SOS Custom so they can repaint this car in the iconic championship white. Step 2. Build the CRV transmission to be able to handle the added power and the all-wheel drive conversion. Step 3. Install the complete S1 all-wheel drive suspension conversion and the Wheelwood Big Brake Kit. Step 4. Before the engine goes in, we need to dial in our fuel system with the Radium drop-in fuel cell. Step 5. Then the fully built engine can be dropped in and the car can be sent off to get its delivery. And lastly, step 6. We'll down the car to make some serious horsepower before shipping it off to the SEMA showroom floor. To start out this build, there's one thing we gotta do first, and that is rebuild this transmission. And for that, we brought in the big guns.
Good morning, Bobby. I was listening that you need some help here.
Yeah.
So I bring Gary to make some wiring.
You guys don't remember him? This is Carlos from Prestige Performance in Bayamón, Puerto Rico. You guys don't remember him? This is Carlos from Prestige Performance in Bayamón, Puerto Rico.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to Bayamón, Puerto Rico. Prestige Performance aquí en la casa.
Thank you for having us. You guys remember our Rocket Bonnie FDRX7 that we built in his shop? Well, times have turned. This guy built some of the sickest Hondas. Some of the fastest Hondas, and we brought him to help us out.
Let's make that happen.
It is time for me to learn how to take apart, rebuild, and reinforce in transmission. And my boy Carlos here to teach me. I've never done it. He claims he can do this in 2 hours.
Less than 2 hours.
Bold statement. I can't wait to learn. I've never seen one inside, so let's see it. All right, do you see anything wrong with this transmission now?
Everything looks fine here.
So what's the next step?
Let's take apart here. This is the lockup. I hope you remember where all the screws are.
Nah, bro, I'm lost already.
Here we got all the transmission. This is the counter shaft bearing. This is the main shaft bearing, and here we got a seal inside that we have to remove this to repair the whole transmission and put the new seal.
Is that normal? What the?
Ready to install the new one.
We just got done cleaning both housing and the casing for the transmission. Everything is ready to go. Shout out to Drag Cartel. They actually gave us a hand getting everything we needed to put this thing back together in a really fast time. We have M Factory LSD, we have PPG gearing, and then we have
Syncrotech, Syncros, carbon fiber Syncros. Now,
oh, I can build this, no problem. All right, next step, what are we doing? We're gonna take the gears off?
We're gonna take the diff out because we got the M Factory LSD. It's ready to close.
Yeah, looks ready to go. Yeah.
So now, people, we got the transmission completely assemble, if you see, it turns really smooth. You're gonna see here the LSD moving. The transmission is ready.
Next up, we're gonna put this thing on the rack. We're gonna take the hood off, and then we are gonna replace the power steering rack and pinion that we have for a manual rack and pinion. So the main difference is like it doesn't have the extra 2 hydraulic lines out of it. It'll be a lot cleaner and it'll be perfect for our application. Bam, bada bing, bada boom, baby. That's it. 4 bolts and 4 more, and then it came right out. Up next for the Acura Integra build, we are gonna go from front wheel drive to all wheel drive. And what better parts to use than the S1 stuff? So the brake line is off. The next thing is gonna be the camber arm. It's gonna be removed, and then the coilover, and everything should be able to drop at once. All right, so I'm asking the expert, what are we putting on first?
So now we have to bring the bracket, the diff bracket. We have to cut here the rear end.
Oh,
And
even
part-
before the bracket goes in?
Yes, because it's not in the bracket. The mount goes in this
Crash.
area.
Oh, let's show. Rear mounting plate is in place. We're still waiting for us to mount the diff in here. But until we able to do that, we're gonna start with the lower control arms next, and then from there we'd start with the trailing arms and camber arms and the whole nine. So we'll build everything from here out first before we start messing with the diff. That looks so sick. Last trailing arm to go in. Alright, so the rear suspension is pretty much completed for now. We are gonna move into the front, and then with that comes these beautiful K-Tunes adjustable camber arms for the top. And then we have Wilwood brakes, 2-piece rotors for the front. We have 6-piston calipers for the front, 4-piston calipers for the rear. And this is gonna make this thing stop on a dime because these are race car, baby.
And for that front disc, we got these 5-lux hubs that we're going to use with the 36mm front axles and the new ball joints and bearings.
Enough talking, let's put this thing in the car. We get this thing on the ground and start doing wheelies. No, just kidding. We're not doing that yet. All right, the knuckles are completely installed. Man, they look good. But in order to make this thing better and brake better, we're gonna move on to the brakes, so let me show you that. All right, we have the same scenario for the rear, but in this case, we're going from a 1-piston caliper to a 4-piston calipers. These things are beautiful, and what I love about the fast brake kit that comes with it, that it comes with the center hub right here, and this thing will center your rotor so it's perfectly aligned. So when you put the whole kit on there, like nothing is wobbly and stuff. Because like, you know what, I put it on without it, and I spun it, and you can see it. And I put this ring back on, and it made it perfectly. So shout out to Fast Brake, they did a great job with that. We also have the Fast Brake lines and the caliper bracket with the wheel calipers and the brake pads, and this thing is ready to go.
Let's go.
Are you gonna help me this time?
Nope.
You kick Gaddy out?
Let's go.
Gaddy's gone. Looking good. And she spins.
Looks great. The combination of the white, red.
Oh, looks amazing, huh?
Amazing.
Dude, it looks so good. Let me just, not only this, but the background, the S1 logo, the fast brake equipment to be able to put the squeal wheels in place, the coilovers, the wheel cleaned up, man. This thing looks like a SEMA car. Continuing with the build, we have Hasport all-wheel drive mounts, and then we also have the booster master for the brakes, and then we have K-Tune clutch master. But this is what's really interesting right here.
Right now, here we got the all-wheel drive mount. Yes, it's an all-wheel drive because the front-wheel drive bracket, this bracket is the only part that's changed from the front-wheel drive to the all-wheel drive bracket, because you have here in the bracket 2 screws that goes in the back of the all-wheel drive transmission that the front-wheel drive transmission don't have. Yes.
Oh, wow.
And as well, this bracket here, we have to install it in the engine bay, and we have to drill 2 holes.
So we're drilling right now.
We're drilling right now.
Okay, cool.
So this will fit in the engine bay of the car.
In the frame for the side.
Yes,
this is the side mount.
Yes, because the factory engine of the car, you got the transmission to the right side.
Right.
So we have to remove and shave that bracket of the transmission.
Okay.
And now we have to install this because the engine now is to the right side and the transmission is to the left side.
Ah, we're fully swapping it.
Now we got the bracket installed and the screw tight. So now if you see here, we have to drill. So we're gonna make with the Sharpie mark here the center, so we can drill and pass through the new screw.
All right, so we have the master install, booster install, the clutch master install, and the Hasport side mount. We have this radium carbon fiber fuel system.
Here we got a 10-gallon fuel cell capable of 1,000 horsepower with 3 fuel pumps inside of it.
There's 3 pumps. We could make up to 1,000 with
We
this.
can make 1,000 with only 700.
Yeah, we only want 700. See, between 6 and 7.
We got everything for the 1,000.
But wait, there's more space here. Can you put another fuel pump?
Yes, you can make up to 4 fuel pumps.
Fuel pumps in. Damn, that's a lot.
Sick. That's sick. That's a lot of fuel.
So you will always have all the fuel you need for your horsepower in your car, especially when you doing hard turns, which is what this car is going to be doing. Everything will be concentrated in there, and the fuel won't be splashing. So it pretty much guarantees no air bubbles in your line.
Exactly.
So that's perfect. This is super sick. We use radium in a lot of our builds. All right, enough talking. We need to get this beautiful carbon fiber radium tank back in the car. So let's put it back there, start mocking it up, and start cutting.
So we finally got all the cuts made. We got here, if you see, a rectangle made for the fuel cell. So now we're gonna make a fitment test with the fuel cell. Let's see what happens.
That's what I'm talking about, bro! That's exactly what I was talking about. That's it. Oh, that's perfect.
So all the all-wheel drive system will.
Yeah, you can still see everything.
Uh-huh.
All right, so these are the rear panels off the back of the Integra. We need these panels in place so we're able to measure the height of where the fuel cell is going to be at. So God is going to install those now, and then we'll be over there, and then I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. All right, so you guys see this right here? This elevation is exactly what we need because our fuel cell is going to be sitting here. And we have a beauty cover that goes over it. And we need to make sure that it's very level to this. So as we noticed, that when the fuel cell was here earlier, it was about 1 inch above this because it's resting on here. But it seems like our beauty cover is going to be lower than that. So we may have to drop the fuel cell even more. About 1/2 inch.
Now we have a frame for the frame. All right, so we have the frame for the frame already welded. And as you can see, I took 4 bolts off. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So at the bottom of the frame, you see that plate. That plate literally resides right underneath the 4 holes that we have. So we have 4 plates all the way around. We're gonna drill through here, we are gonna tap it. That is gonna hold this in place, right? Now, you guys may be thinking, wait, what is this freaking bracket for? If you notice here, this only holds it to this plate, right? This is gonna be held down to the car with this plate because this is gonna be welded to the car. Now, you may be thinking, why don't you just weld the frame to the car instead of the frame of the frame to the car? That's because we have a beauty panel that's gonna go over this and it's gonna be flush, or so I think. It's gonna be flush enough so I can bolt that to this and I'm still able to move the fuel tank out if I needed to without removing the beauty cover. Frame for the frame, baby! Hey, that's a good cut. As you can see, the beauty panel's on here, so is the fuel cell, and everything turned out to be perfect. Everything is flush with it. S1 Build sent us their fuel neck kit in billet aluminum. Look at this beautiful thing. This is so sick, bro. Oh, that's so sick. See these 4 bolts? Look at that. Full bolting kit. You take those 4 bolts off, you put this one in there. Oh, that already looks so good. All right, this is the final showing. S1 Build, aluminum, fuel neck. We ended up putting black downstar hardware because it looks way better with it. We ended up drilling the hole from the wheel well all the way to the panel. And from here, it's gonna go straight to here. I'm not gonna finalize it here because everything has to come back off because it's gotta go to SOS so they can reupholster everything and make it look brand new. Here we go, the day has come. Today is the day.
Finally.
The day!
Finally.
The engine's here, the motor's here. We're gonna go pick it up. It's about a 10-minute drive, should be pretty easy. I don't even know if they have a hoist or not, but we're gonna throw it in the back of this bed. We don't care. We're gonna bring it back. We're gonna put it on the car. It's time to hear this thing roar. That's it, the motor's finally here.
It's here, papi.
We got an engine.
You ready?
Does this thing make any power, Carlos?
Carlos,
Carlos.
you left me. Oh, saca el carro, saca el carro, saca el carro, saca. We should have put that side on this side with the heavy stuff.
For those of you who don't know Carlos and Prestige Performance, that's where we were when we built the FDRX7, a year and a half ago. And Carlos and his team are experts when it comes to building Hondas and Acuras. So we knew when we got the opportunity to build this Integra for SEMA this year, we were gonna call Carlos up. And Carlos said, I have just the engine for you.
Yes.
But I want you to tell everyone here, what is this setup? This is your tried and true setup.
Okay, here we got the K20, full K20 engine with sleeve. We got the racing sleeve. So we got the 11.5 CP piston HD. That's the top of the piston. We got drag cocktail cams. We got spring line retainers. From Supertech, we got guides. We got Ferrea valve. We got drag cartel guides for the chain. We got custom tensioner. So this engine, we already dynoed the car with 976 horsepower, but you know, the guys only asked for 700, but I want to get a good engine, so if they want to go all the way in, we got the power here.
Carlos, the motor's built.
The motor is built.
It's time to put the transmission on it.
Yes.
And put it back in the car
car.
so we can make some real power, baby. Next up on the build, we're gonna be dressing up the engine with all these beautiful parts. And there's a lot of stuff here that I don't even know what it does, other than the turbo and the valve cover. But other than that, man, this is a lot of stuff. Can you kind of show me around, tell me what it is?
Yes, here we got a lot of parts like K-tune. We got the valve cover,
This
and the
looks
coil
beautiful.
pack cover, the water pump kit. So we're gonna be running an electric water pump kit. We have the throttle body, 90 millimeters.
Bro, hold on.
90 millimeters throttle body. We got the K-tune TPS.
That's insane. Yeah, the
that
TPS
works
sensor.
together with this.
Yeah,
here.
All one piece, got it. That's a lot of stuff, man.
That's for the K-tune part. Then we got the drag culture parts.
Okay.
So we got here the BTC. Then we got the dipstick.
Oh, I see that, that's cool.
This is the chain lock. This goes in the bottom. We already have one.
We already have that.
In the
yeah.
crank.
Yep.
And then this is the BTC cover. We got the Turbo Smart that hook up with this 68-70 millimeter turbo.
Now, Turbo Smart is new to turbos, right? This is like,
Yes, this is the new turbo. It's capable of
beautiful.
900 horsepower.
bro, look at that. I barely spun it.
And this
That's
one
sick.
is the compact exhaust.
Okay,
That's
okay.
a tier
Oh, it's got dual.
4 to dual, but it's compact. If you see, it's a smaller housing.
Very small, yeah,
It's
yeah,
a small
yeah.
housing, so this one's supposed to pull really
A
fast.
lot quicker?
Yes.
That's what we need. That's what we need. That's perfect.
Also, from Turbo Smart, we got the Westgate that we need to put so much power to this engine.
Right. We also have the blow-up valve, but we're not showing that because we're not installing that yet. But we do have a blow-up valve from Turbo Smart.
And also from Turbo Smart, we got the oil pressure for the turbo. So this turbo, they require a exact amount of oil pressure.
Okay,
if not,
okay.
they leak. So you're gonna smoke.
So that's like a oil regulator?
Regulator.
Oh,
Yeah, oil pressure regulator.
I've never seen that. Everything else that we have is like the starter and the
No,
alternator.
papi. Now we got
Oh, that's right.
one of the most important part of the engine.
Look how crazy
is the
this
intake manifold.
I'm not gonna lie. I have like on my rotaries, I would love to have a Gato intake manifold.
In rotary,
they look
that's
so
top
beautiful.
of the top for the rotary engines,
I
the
know.
Gato intake manifold. So in the K series and B series, is one of the most important part of your build is the intake manifold.
Look inside of it. That's beautiful.
So if you-
That's sick. Okay. Well, everything looks great. Thank you for explaining a lot of these things for me. Now it is time for us to put it on the engine so it can look nice and beautiful.
So here we remove the valve cover, and if you can see, we got the 2.2 cams drag tail. Why are we using these cams? Because these cams for turbo, they work great. They do idle like the factory cams. So we do the perfect idle, and when we want to boost this car, we can get a good amount of horsepower with these cams and the combination that we have with cams and pistons. So now we are working in the intake manifold, but before installing the intake manifold to the engine, I want to work with the injectors. So here we got a fuel injector Clinic 1000 cc for the primary, as well as the cam. We want the idle to be like factory.
So you're putting in 1000 cc's for the primary. Now, mind you, this case, we are running 8 injectors. So when it comes to primary, it's usually like a rotary turn, but in this case, because we're running 8 of them because it's a race car engine, we are going to be running 1000 in each side of the runners. What do we have for secondary?
When for secondary, we got 2600 cc.
Wait, more than double. So we got
more than double. Then we are working with the K-tune 90 millimeter.
That's insane. I saw that earlier, man. And that
with the TPS as well. So we are ready to install this.
seems like you got a lot done so far.
It looks good. It looks amazing.
It looks really. Oh, you guys already got the harness in.
Yeah, we got
What?
the injector harness.
Just noticed that.
We basically got the engine all together. So now
We're gonna mock up the turbo because it's gonna have to come off again regardless. Now what I noticed that this doesn't have cooling lines on the side. This is oil feed only.
yes, it's only oil, feed, and that's it.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot better because that's less stuff you have to worry about leaking or
Race
going
car
through it.
probably.
Yeah. All right, we have all 3 Hasport mounts ready to be installed because once this is in the car, we'll be able to drop the car on top of the engine and we'll be able to bolt everything down very easily. It is finally time. We are gonna put the heart into the beast of this Integra. We're gonna raise the car up, put the engine where it goes, we're gonna drop it down, bolt it down. This thing's gonna look amazing. Let's get it done.
You guys got the gangster parts for this, dude. This is freaking hot.
The red with the billet goes so well together.
These mounts are really freaking nice. This thing's like, I love all the little pieces on this thing. I can't wait to see this thing run. I can't wait to hear it fire up. It's gonna sound sick.
Now that the motor is in the engine bay and all the accessories are around it and everything fits perfectly fine, it is time for us to relax and keep going. Puppy's here, bro!
Diff cover.
Yep, S1 finally sent it. Open it, baby. Yeah, baby. That's sick.
So here we got the hardware.
Yep, all right.
So let's start removing the old one.
Yeah, let's get to work, baby. Bro, that looks sick. That's what I'm talking about. Imagine seeing the rear end of this. All-wheel drive, you see the diff, the S1 logos all over the place. Man, it's gonna look so good. Oh, Papa, looks good. It's really good.
So now we have to put the bracket back and measurement if everything clears.
Bro, I'm pretty sure it's gonna clear.
You got it. First cut. I'm ready.
That's how the diff is gonna look, huh?
Now with the bracket, we put the bracket here.
What are you, 5? Front axles are going on right now because after this, the wheels are gonna go on.
All right, the moment of truth. The wheels just got here, all mounted up. Check these out. 16x7 Rega Masters with a beefy RT660 Plus. This is a 225 50/16, but this car is gonna be making a ton of power, and we wanna make sure we can try to put as much of that power to the ground. Carlos, you think it's gonna fit?
Let's see, let's try it.
All right. Okay. That doesn't look so bad. That looks sick, actually.
I like the combination of the white and red
Yeah, oh yeah.
all around.
Let's check the back now.
The tire is heavier than the wheel.
Yeah. Woo! That's some meat right there. You run a similar fitment on your Integra, right?
Yes, but I run a lower tire.
A 205?
No, 215.
215.
Yes.
Okay. We got our work cut out for us, but that's gonna look really good once it's down.
Bro, you don't even know. We got the K-Tune Short Shifter Billet Edition. I don't even know what this is. What is it?
Okay, this is the brand new billet version of the K-Tune shifter.
Okay.
It's smaller than the version 1.
Baller, bro.
See that?
I like it. You ready to put it on?
Yes.
Right
let's
now.
go.
cables are going in. Carlos, through inside of the car? I don't know how this goes. Okay. All right, the boys are almost done putting the shifter on, and we have the shift knob here. Let's see what it looks like. And of course, it's beautiful red. Sounds so good too. Damn. Right now it's a special moment for our Integra going to SEMA that we're inviting our buddy Brandon from Dime. So Dime is going to be plumbing all of our stuff. He's going to be doing the water pump, the radiator, fuel lines, everything that has to do with plumbing, he's going to be taking care of. And he bought some special products. Brandon, what did you bring for us?
Well, last year we debuted this on the Skyline with Mickey. This is the Pro Spec line of parts. We use some of the other Fat Boy AN traditional types, but this is kind of the star of the show. Quick release fittings we're going to have on all the major systems. Mostly have quick release on the fuel, the catch cans, the radiator. Easy to pull apart. If you're at the track, you got to pull something out real quick, put it back together.
Yeah.
Haven't got to get a tool in there to tighten it. So we're gonna put this throughout the car, some different systems, a few different hose types, and just get you rolling.
Man, I'm excited. How long do you think this is all going to take?
A couple hours.
Damn, that's crazy.
Oh, we have the vans, so that's a help.
Oh, that's right. Come on, you're cheating already. So that's all. Thank you so much for coming down. We'll get this knocked out in a few hours. Let me show you guys. Brandon crushed it. Brandon from Dime came in here. They turned this engine bay from a mediocre looking one to a fantastic engine bay. Look at this thing. The fitting, everything looks great. Between that, Downstar, everything else, Gato, the Prestige works, man. This engine bay is really turning around. It's looking really, really good. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. I know you got to run. Came really quickly, get the job done. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, man, so much. Thank you so much, dude. You guys want to see where to see Dime's products and all his stuff? Go to the link right here on the screen. You get to see everything he does, which is amazing. Check it out. We're moving right along, and we cannot stop right now. We have got it working on the brake steel. This is a CSF intercooler radiator combo with fans included. This thing looks insane. Look at this. This is full race spec.
This is an 800 horsepower intercooler with the radiator and double fan.
Here we have Jesse, a massive fabricator and welder, and as you know, working on this Integra, we have a lot of people working together because there's a lot to do, not enough time. So our boy last year worked on the R34, and you did what, the turbo, the wastegate, the roll cage. I forgot about that. You did the roll cage.
That was the biggest thing.
So he did a great job, and of course we called him back. And this year we're gonna do almost the same thing without the roll cage. We're gonna be doing the servo, the wastegate, part of the mount for the intercooler system, the intercooler piping. So there's a lot to be done. So he already has some of the stuff mocked up. He's gonna get cracking and welding. Let's keep going because we have a lot of stuff to do.
So we got the wastegate here. I got it bolted up to the actual wastegate so that when I weld the flange it doesn't warp. Ideally you'd want to have the other side of the wastegate so that you're not actually welding on the wastegate, because you do run the risk of melting the diaphragm in here. But this is all I got, so this is what I'm using. This is the last piece to weld up on this wastegate, and then we can throw it all on the car. Wastegate and downpipe are done. These are the last pieces to make the engine bay look complete. They're making all the fittings and stuff. Just welded up another fitting for them too, so engine bay stuff will start to look complete.
How'd it turn out? You're not even gonna show us?
Dude, it came out great. So O2 bung came out good. All the flanges came out good. Very awkward piece to hold.
The dial, look at that.
That's money. Dude, I wish I could weld that well. Like, I think I'm okay. And then, like, Jesse comes in our shop and, like, starts laying stuff down, and I feel like I should even touch a welder. You know what I mean?
My boy Jesse, you got it all done.
Yep, we welded this elbow to the actual intercooler because it's really tight right there going up to the throttle body.
Perfect.
We also lowered the fans deeper into the intercooler.
Nice. Casey, thank you so much for coming down and helping us with the intercooler piping and the exhaust side, man. Everything looks so good.
Yeah, of course, everything welded up really nice, and I can't wait to see this thing at SEMA.
All right, let's keep going. We got a lot of work to do. Moving on, the next step, we are gonna be working on the battery relocation kit. Now that we have the battery bracket mounted, it is time for us to mount our battery. In our battery choice, it is the Optima D51R. One of the best things about this Optima battery is that it's literally spill proof. We can lay this thing down, we can put it upside down, and it'll work just fine. It is shock and vibrating resistant, and we love it. It is a great deep cycle battery, and it's great for starting. So let's put this battery on the car. We're making 750 horsepower out of this K20A2, and that kind of power changes everything. Big boost means higher cylinder pressure, means more heat, more blow by, and putting a lot of stress on the oil. In a build like this, oil is in chest lubrication. It is the first line of defense. That's why we run Idemitsu Racing 5W40 oil. It is a true full synthetic oil made from PAO and ester-based oil, built to handle extreme heat, resist breakdown, and stop sludge. Even under racing conditions, it stays stable and protects the engine. Plus, it's loaded with zinc and moly additives, reducing wear and cutting friction so we don't lose power. Bottom line, if you're pushing your K-series this hard, a regular oil won't cut it, but this will. If you want to learn more about Idemitsu oils and lubricants, check out the link description or scan the QR code on the screen now. As far as transmission fluid goes, we are using Idemitsu Racing GO57590 gear oil for the transmission and differential. It's engineered for severe racing conditions with extreme pressure protection additives, enhanced film strength, and smooth shifting across the RPM range. In a build like this where every component is under maximum stress, the right gear oil is in chasing point. It's the difference between winning and walking home. Alright, it's finally time for the first start. We've been working on this thing for many days. We just did the last of the wiring. We added fuel. We just checked for fuel pressure and leaks. Everything looks good. Let's start it up.
You ready, Carlos?
I'm ready. More than ready.
Come on! Come on! Let's go! Yeah! That's the start, baby. That's the start, baby.
Finally.
All right, then we gotta adjust fuel to make sure it stays on. Come on.
Let's go.
That's good. That's sick, dude.
Go. Finally.
And it's idling perfect too.
Sounds really good. Sounds clean. Do you have a cam in this thing or no? Stop?
Well, they are like factory cams that you got the VTEC loop and the idle loop. So they in the small loop they idle like factory. You can idle 900.
It sounded like a nice stock case. It's freaking sick, man. Good job, boys.
Carlos, Gary, and I just got to our spec to drop off our Integra. They're going to be doing wet sanding and doing delivery for Idemitsu. This car is going to look completely different when we get back.
We're here at our spec getting the Integra, and it's Idemitsu, the tire. We got the Idemitsu logo on the doors. We got the throttle faded in the background. We're doing both sides. We're doing the roof. We've wet sanded and polished everything on the sides. We still have to do little things like the trunk, the bumper, so on and so forth. But you guys can see that this thing is still very much a project car. We're a little bit further ahead. We got a motor inside. We're moving this year. We're moving and grooving, so that's the good part. And we should have this thing back to the throttle headquarters within a couple of days. My name is Oscar. I'm the owner here at R-Spec, and I think we should be wrapped up here within a couple hours.
What's up? I'm Nate with throtl. We brought this Integra to R-Spec to get wrapped, and I think it'll be done by tonight.
Hey, my name's Abram, and I'm the installer. You guys need to shut the
The Integra livery is ready to go, and we are here to see it and pick it up. And oh my God, I can already see it.
Yeah, it looks freaking sick, dude.
Oh, that's right. The carbon has white now. Yeah. Oh, it looks like a race car, bro.
Dude, I didn't realize that the throttle logo was like in
yeah.
That's freaking
That's
cool,
so
man.
cool. It's like a freaking race car now.
It is a race car. What are you talking about?
Damn, all-wheel drive Integ, K-swap turbo.
Sick. This is what I wanted to build when this car first showed up. Something to this caliber, like really well done, looking fresh. It looks so good in white. Looks so good in white.
The red
Oh my
calipers,
God.
the wheels, everything just is coming together. Looks so sick.
It's time to start putting the front end of the Integra back together. I'm gonna start with some quick release K-tuned hood latches. If you guys remember the Freak, we have a detachable hood, so the hood comes up and then you can literally take it off. We're adding that to this Integra, which is really nice. We've got the billet hood release catches right here. And of course, we're gonna be adding arrow catches because we're not running the factory hood pull anymore. I'm gonna get the hood on. Ricky's gonna start on what? Obviously the bumper.
Headlights and wiring.
So the headlights are going on, the bumper lip is going on, the grille is going on, the hood's going on, and pretty much we're gonna button up the front end of this thing, which is gonna be awesome.
Whole front end will be completed finally.
Hood latches are done, let's move on to the arrow catches. All right, arrow catches are completely done. So now when Ricky decides to go test drive the car again,
it won't fly up.
We won't have any incidents. Yeah. So now we need to actually take the hood off because you're doing headlights.
Yeah.
Luckily we got the super gangster quick releases. We can just pull it right off.
Vision Autoworks did an awesome job restoring our JDM headlights. They painted the housing in a satin black color, restored our lenses, and installed a 2.5 bi-LEDs projector in the housings. Our headlights are on. It is time for us to put the front bumper in. We may have to trim it and adjust it because the front intercooler got pushed forward just a tiny bit, so we gotta find that out right now. Up next for the Integra build, we are going to finally finalize the all-wheel drive system.
So you've got a drive shaft and axles. This is all by S1 built. This is gonna go from our Jaguar diff to the CRV rear axles. Our drive shaft includes a viscous coupler, which is going to help smooth the power delivery from the engine to the rear wheels. It's also gonna help prevent a lot of shock damage from really good impact that a solid drive shaft will provide. So with this, we finished the all-wheel drive system on the Integra, so let's get it installed. Ricky just whipped up some center support bearing plates and now we're welding them into the chassis. How's it going, Ricky?
It's going. We got a few of them tacked in place. I still got to tack this one, then we'll tack this one, remove everything, and I'll be able to weld all the way around without damaging this in the area.
All right, we're all-wheel drive. Check that out.
Look at that! Sheesh!
So good. So freaking sick. I cannot wait to drive this thing.
We have the interior all laid out and it is time to put it in the car finally. Let's get it done. The interior is looking awesome. I can't believe how good it looks. But let's keep going. Let's start throwing the seats in.
Dialed in. Come on.
Go.
That's what I'm talking about. This is sick, dude.
All right, the interior is finally completed. Man, this thing turned out awesome. Look at all the suede, the double stitching, the carbon fiber, the steering wheel, the block off plate for the stereo, just everything. Alcantara top, the 8 pillars. Look at this, look at this, look at this work, man. SOS killed it. Everything looks fantastic. The rear seats also matching. The back end, man, this took me a while, but everything turned out good. Look at this. Everything is nice and neat. Everything matches. All leather back here, steel with the double stitching. We ended up putting plates back here to cover all the metal from that was shown from the back of the seats. Even up here, it's all full of Alcantara and stitching. Look at this. Isn't that sick? Man, this thing is sick. Let's keep going. We still have a little bit more to go so we can finish this thing for SEMA.
James is here from Beck's Auto Glass to put the glass in the Integra. Brand new front glass. We're putting rear glass in as well and get this Integra looking like an actual car again. I feel like glass is always the determination between having a car that we're like working on and actually having a car feel finished and completed. So I'm very excited. If you guys need some glass taken care of on your car, you know who to call. Beck's. He's actually coming over to my house on Thursday to go work on some glass for me. It's gonna be sick.
To tune our Integra, we're excited to be using FuelTech FT550. The FT550 is modern and ECU, offering electronic fuel injections, an integrated dashboard, and power management. Carlos has been using FuelTech for many years on his drag cars, and if it works for him, it should work for us. We're here at Dyno Shop, ready for the Integra to be dyno. Let's hook it up to the machine and see what it can do.
All right, it's time to do some power pulls. Let's get into it.
Bro, my eardrums are done.
The thing sounds freaking mental on BTEC. Oh my God. 544 for the first pull. That's pretty freaking good.
544, not bad. Remember, between 6 and 7 is all we're looking for.
Right now we just made 605 wheel horsepower. Right now Gotti's only messing with the cams, the timing, the fueling. We haven't upped the boost at all. So when we start adding boost to this thing, it's gonna get really freaking rowdy. All right, that is it here at the dyno. We made 650 wheel horsepower, which is a ton for an all-wheel drive Integra. Let's get this car back to the shop and finish the SEMA build.
Shout out to Gotti from Prestige Performance, man. He came through. By the way, he does remote tuning for anything or anyone. So if you need him up, hit him up. Here's his Instagram. You can hit him up for remote tuning. There you go.
One of the last things to do on the Integra is build out our custom exhaust system. So today we're building a 3-inch stainless steel exhaust system using Vibrant Performance. We have a ton of stuff here, from V-band clamps to a really sweet titanium muffler. I will show you guys how we're going to do that. We've got all the bends, and for this car, because it is all-wheel drive, in this center section, we actually are going to be converting the exhaust system to oval, and that is going to allow us to run the Integra the height that we want. So we actually brought our Lincoln Precision TIG over here and we're tacking it on the car. So it's gonna make our life a lot easier. We can tack it, Ricky's going to the saw, we're going back and forth, and I think we'll have a really nice exhaust system here pretty quickly. Now at the same time, Quinn is going from the other side, so he's going to mount the muffler and then he's going to work his way towards us.
Oh, have you showed him the muffler yet, dude?
Dude, no, I haven't.
It's insane, bro. We got a full titanium muffler. It's a joke. It weighs literally nothing. It's insane. It looks so nice to finish. I love the engraving right here on the side. So freaking cool.
We got one problem though, Quinn.
What's that?
That's a titanium muffler. We're making a stainless steel exhaust.
Yeah, you just clamp it.
Clamp it.
You cut some ties in here. Look, the piping fits right into it. Oh, like that. So we'll just give her a little cut. Put a T-bolt clamp on there. You know?
Style it.
There you go.
All right, so Ricky and I just finished tacking up this whole mid-pipe section here. We have one more thing to do, which is add a V-band on this side. Then we're gonna take everything back off and I'm gonna have to weld this whole thing all the way around. I'm gonna do that while Ricky and Quinn are working on the axle back section. So essentially, it's gonna be a V-band here. We've got the muffler section that Quinn is just finishing up now. And these guys gotta figure out how to get this snake through here, up and over that axle.
The easy part.
Yeah. All right, so now that all the welding on the mid-pipe is done, the boys have been working on the axle back section. So everything is now tacked here. We've got our Vibrant 3-inch titanium muffler with a clamp joint here. We've got a series of bends that go up and over the axle. And now it's getting ready to bolt up to the mid-pipe that we just finished welding. It's complete. Let's bring this over here. Boom. This exhaust system is completely done.
Evan just finished welding the exhaust up. Let's get this thing bolted on for the final time. The exhaust system is completely done. We're gonna bring it down, fire it up, and see how this thing sounds.
Let's do it, baby.
Good, bro. It sounds deep. It's super cold. It's cold. Sounds like a Honda.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds great, Ricky.
Sounds really good, dude. It's that quiet when it needs to be, and when that VTEC kicks in, bam, it gets loud, baby.
How's it sound from inside the car?
Sounds great, dude. You can definitely hear it now, for sure.
Oh, the car was freaking dumping below.
Yeah, which is like right here next to you, which is too loud. It's perfect right now, dude.
Sick.
The Integra is finished. It is looking amazing. First of all, thank you so much for Carlos and Gary from coming from Puerto Rico, from Prestige Performance, to give me a hand with this build. Because of them, it looks so freaking good. Also, if you guys want to check out more of the car, go to the Irimitsu booth in SEMA. It's going to be at the Las Vegas Convention Center this year. Don't miss out. This thing is going to be there. It's going to be exposed for you guys to take a look at it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of the car in the comments, and I'll see you at SEMA.